Hello and welcome to SovereignRPG. I am Sovereign and we're back in SOULMASK today for the Complete SOULMASK series, and we had a massive bit of an issue at the beginning, just to lose my mind. In the background right now, you've got all of my archers getting absolutely murdered. Like, completely and utterly. I was going to start the video off by just doing the Bezerk Fogfrog BOSS, but this video is about doing the building of electricals and setting up the electricals in the base and doing the windmills and getting all of our powered stuff going, because we have got to that point in there. I just wanted to sort of talk over what's going on in the background and what pissed me off so much, so you can get sort of second-hand passive-aggressive bullshit from me over the next, like, 5 minutes, where I'm just going to literally complain. So if you don't want to hear me complain about the game, use the timestamp down below that will jump straight to me doing something that I enjoy in the game, which is building and creating things and getting all that good stuff going. So jump over to that if you don't want to hear me completely bitch and moan for the next 5 to 10 minutes. So basically, during this fight over here, what was happening was the Fogfrog wasn't taking damage at the start of the fight. Now, I'm doing damage now. It just started taking damage randomly. Like, the arrows were ghosting through it after it was spawned. It then decided to, like, the AI of the archers just didn't do anything. They just stood there. They didn't do any damage. And I do massive amounts of damage to this guy. Now, I got frustrated here and was like, you know what? Fuck it. They all just died. So I was like, I'm sitting there and I get upset, and then I go back and I run back and grab my death package, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna solo this fucker because it's gonna be easier. So I'd actually go back and do that. I did get a debuff from doing, for some reason, when you go back on the main character and you go back to your thing, you get the full debuff, which is kind of like absolutely another fucking ridiculous thing in another whole frame of mind and game and blah blah blah. But basically, for this first thing, we lost all the archers. Now, those archers were saved in a thing because I made sure I fucking saved them before I went in there, and I go into the thing and they're not in there. So all those archers are just fucking gone. Everything was wiped since this. I don't know what happened. I logged on and all of my crafting stations, half the crafting stations were gone. All kinds of madness. Now we're going to go back into this other fight over here, where you can see right now that I'm firing arrows at this guy to try and pull him out, because he's just wandering the fucking forest. Like, just outside of his whole area where you can do damage to him and where he resets. So he's just wandering around. So I'm trying to get his attention. I move over to the rapid arrows. Now, this is another issue that the game kind of has that I think is an issue. People might say that it's not an issue. I'm firing iron arrows at him. If I'm firing, just because they're poison doesn't mean that iron doesn't stab the bitch. Like, it just doesn't mean that. So when I'm just firing arrows and they're just going through him, as you can see right here, they're just going through and through and through and through and through. It just doesn't do anything. Then he runs around in a big ass bitch circle, and I'm right now, if the sound was in the background, which isn't, because I had issues, the game kept crashing, so I had to verify the integrity of the files, and then I had to, because, I don't know, if you watched the last video where I was in the ruins, all the treasure chests were in the wrong place. There were treasure chests that weren't there. Every single secret area had nothing in it. The boss was in a hallway. It was swapped with a different boss. The sub-boss was in the main boss room, and the main boss was in the hallway. It was, I don't know, there was something wrong with my game, and it was causing a lot of issues. And also the fact that the damage that I take seems to be an issue, because the thing's on default settings. It's on standard settings. It's not on easy. It's not on common. It's literally on default settings. I haven't got it any harder. I haven't got it any easier. But there seems to be something with the damage numbers going up or going down, depending on what I'm fighting. Some enemies will kick the shit out of me, and some enemies just do less damage. And so I verified the integrity of the files, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to test this out by doing the Fogfrog boss and do that boss fight for you guys. And then, because I had to do that, I set up a load of things, and the mic wasn't working. So anyway, enough of that bloody bullshit complaining about that. So I ended up soloing this guy, just firing arrows at him. But there's a few issues that I have with the way that the great bows work that I noticed more in this fight than any other fight. If you dodge roll and you start to pull the bow, you finish the animation. You're standing there, it just cancels the animation, and it cancels your bow. So when you're doing a fight like a boss fight, where you have to dodge quickly out of the way of something, and then you only have a certain amount of time to attack, having something that cancels an animation and cancels the fact that you're firing an arrow, like right now, he just runs out and resets. And obviously, as you know me, I'm screaming right now. I'm literally screaming. My missus was laughing at me in the background, which, like, she was just a whole nother kettle of fish. I see her smiling now while I'm recording, just remembering me screaming about it. And she's like, they're gonna like that video because you're just shouting and screaming. No, you probably wouldn't. I was effing and blinding and calling the game all kinds of see you next Tuesdays and all kinds of, I was getting really pissed off. But I wanted to kill this guy, so I did. We got through it. We killed it. I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit on this one to get towards the end of the fight, because it's just me dodge rolling out of stuff and just firing arrows, so it's not really that big of a deal. And we'll skip through to the next part where we actually start to kill this guy. He's like right in my face there, and I'm dodge rolling and I'm rolling there, and you see, like, I rolled and hit something. All the little frogs respawned while I was fighting. It was chaos. It was utter chaos, and I was really not happy with it. He's on like no HP, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna slap him with a hammer because I was getting annoyed. But we did get the Fogfrog set. We did get the Fogfrog statue. We have got everything that we wanted from this guy. And right now I'm just like, what a load of absolute bullshit that was. We end up drinking some potions and stuff, and then I get in there and just chop him up into little tiny baby frog pieces, where they're just gonna hang his head on the wall and spit at it in 5 minutes. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened in this section. I wish I could have had the entire thing recorded for you guys, but obviously the mic wasn't working. But that's the end of my complaining about what was happening during this fight and all of the stuff that's going on. I mean, it was a fucking nightmare. Anyway, that's all going to be for this section of the video. We're going to go into the building section right now. I hope you enjoy it much more than this part. Right, so we are back at base, and after that bit of a complaining fiasco, sorry about that, we're going to be doing some building stuff here. Now, I did make some changes, as we saw in the last base video. I did change everything for chairs out here, so it looks more like a church. We got our farming set up, and it is really working really well when we're using the heaters over here for each of the plant things. They're growing really well. Everything is growing all the way around. But today's video is going to be mainly on setting up the electrical stuff. So we do have a lot of the stuff built that we need to build, so we can set up the next electrical. So this is what we have here, and we built out onto the base to make it look a little bit cooler. I didn't want to just have windmills dotted around, and you have to do it in a certain way to where the ropes aren't blocked by anything, so we can't have the walls and stuff. So I did this little sort of archway, and we're going to build this again over on the other side where we have more space for some of the bigger powered stuff that we have, and we are creating down at the bottom there. But first off, what we're going to do is actually put on our lovely new crafted Sovereign Fogfrog set, just to have it on and just to look pretty damn snazzy in our pink, red. It actually kind of looks literally like a superhero costume, to be perfectly honest. But we have that there. We got our Fogfrog set. It kind of looks cool. I like it. It looks better on the female characters, to be perfectly honest, because of the way that it fits and stuff like that. And if you take the helmet off the top, it kind of looks better with, like, I don't know if you've seen Wax videos, but he has a bald character that looks amazing with the Fogfrog set. It just looks really, really good. But we're going to actually build these Fogfrog Man places. Not Fogfrog Man. We built Wooden Man to stick our armor on, so we can have at least a set of each type, as we have with everything else. And I think that looks pretty damn cool, to be honest. I'm gonna build a room specifically for the armor, so it's not just hidden behind this portal, but for now I just wanted to have it in an area. And we are going to actually get rid of this absolute thing up here, get rid of this Fogfrog, and we're gonna stick the new updated Fogfrog head up here on the wall. Why is it not gonna okay, like I'm just having I'm having a bad day. We're going to stick this up here. Why are you diagonal? There we go. We're going to jump up a little bit to kind of get it in there. Yeah, that fits close enough. That's close enough. I'm not going to mess around with that. So we have our second tier Fogfrog head up there now. Our Bezerk one. We have got the ape over there. And downstairs, we actually, because we killed an elite bear yesterday, I stuck the head of the bear down here on the wall. We're going to have all of the elites down here sticking on the walls around. There is enough there for the elite heads. And we'll have the main heads all stuck up here on this side. I might use the first tier ones for a different build, because I'm gonna be building, because we have a few mounts now. I want to build a little area outside as sort of animal pen, but for our mounts, like a little I've forgotten what the word is called now. Just a little building for it to go off. It's going to be attached to this main building and kind of go out like we have over here. So let's just go and grab the bits real quick. We need to actually set up the electrical stuff over here. We'll go inside. We'll grab one of the windmills. So you're going to need a windmill. You're going to need a wooden windmill blade. And we're going to take some of these because I'd like to use these. I was having trouble with it before. I didn't even know these existed. But a power extension shaft, I'll show you how that works. And we will grab, where is the, we do have a powered thing. I was building it. I did build it. So where is it? Also, when I logged in today, not just those things that happened, all of my crafting benches, the automation I had got all deleted. So I'm not really sure what happened with that either. We do have the refining powered furnace. We have no blackstone bars. What do you mean we have no blackstone bars? I did build something, so where is it? Maybe the crafter has it in its inventory. I'm just going to double check to see if it's in here. We have a load of stuff we need to put up. We've got the piranha pool we need to set up at some point, but I'll do a video setting up all the animal pens and stuff, because we do have the coops and stuff. I just never got around to doing it because I just hunted myself. It was just easier. I can't see it. I can't see where it is, so let's have a look to see if we can... Where's the craftsman? Are you the craftsman that's doing the stuff? Have you got something in your backpack you shouldn't have in your backpack? No. So where is it then? No steel molds, powered mill. We just need the blackstone bars for this guy. So let's go and grab the blackstone bars, because I have got them being made over here in the... But for some reason, these guys just carry this stuff in their inventory, which is bloody annoying. But it's something to do with raising the carry capacity, because they move stuff to the boxes when their carry capacity is full. So when it's not full, they just like store it all in there, like you just saw with the 600 blackstone bars we got sitting in this area. And we can actually get this guy to start crafting this, if he's going to go and do it. Are you going to go and do it? Waiting for caretaker. Yep, there we go. Our Weaver Kiln guy's going to go over there and do it. No, he's not, because he's going to go grab the inventory items. So what we're going to do, we'll actually just, while we're waiting for that to build, we're going to build the windmill area that I built on the outside, so you can see how it gets set up. We are going to need some of these. We're going to need... We don't need any walls, but we do need this. No, we do need some walls. We only need a couple, though, because we're going to take some walls out. And we have everything else, I believe. So it's just going to be a little... Pillars. Pillars, 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 pillars. Pillars are important for every build. For every build. And you should never miss out on the pillars. We're going to get rid of these weapons off the bar for the minute, so we can get all this built up. We'll stick you there as well. We need to put you on the bar, obviously. And we'll stick you there, so we can get and show off how to actually set up the electrical stuff. So we got the min piece here. We're going to start building out of this way here. So I'm actually going to start getting rid of these pieces. Get rid of all of this. And it's going to open it all up, so we can start building how we want to do it over here. So I'm just going to open up the wall here, if you're following along with the build. And then we're just going to actually go and make this go out a little bit further. Just a little bit, not too much. Just one hexagon out. And then just attach it here. And that's basically all we have for doing that. So we're going to put some fences around. But first, I'm going to stick this guy over here. And we're going to stick him right in the middle. And have him built across there. And then we're going to put in our guys over here. So it's all opened up. And in the top over here, we're just going to put the two pieces that we have. The one piece there. Go over to the other piece and put that up. So it kind of makes it look like it's open in an area that it should be. So let's go and see if we have the thing crafter, because we need to place that down to be able to set up the next part. He's still making it. How long is it going to be? Oh, they're making blackstone bricks. Did you put it in there, or have you got it in your inventory? No, you got it in there. So he's already put it inside of our box, which is the powered refining furnace. Lovely jubbly. So we can start making our steel ingots, etc. I'm going to try and put it... I have to see where the connection is. I think the connection is on this side. So if we have it over here... Like, I know you can attach multiple things over, but we're going to have it kind of on the edge here, because I think it's going to attach over to this rope bit here, so we can connect the building. And if you see... you're going to be walking around it, and this took me a while to figure out, because you can walk around it, but what we're actually going to do is place one of these connectors on the edge here, so it doesn't go straight out and over. And I'll show you what's going to be happening with that one. So you can go into here and you'll go around and click, but you have to click this specific bit where it says E-Connect Building, and it's on where these cogs are. And then you'll grab a rope and you'll drag it over and you can connect it to the power shaft. And you connect it to that bit, and then you can connect the building over here to the actual thing on this side. But you have to build this in 2 segments. So once you actually have this all set up, you can actually put this up here. And then the windmill starts running, and it starts running this over here. Now, if you have this covered, you say you build it over and there's a wall that it touches through, it will work if you place it through and then place the wall on top. But after the first cycle, I guess there's a power cycle where it ticks over, it will release the rope and you just have to do it again. But you can put these all over the place. So for instance, we can put one over here, and then we'll put another one over here. And we can put another one over here. And then what we'll do is we'll connect this bad boy to this one, to this one, and then we'll connect this one to the building over here, and these ones will be working as well. And then you can have all of your stuff that's attached onto it all next to it like that, and it kind of goes off in a... It's kind of like setting up wires for electricity. I think it's a really cool idea. I actually really like that. I wasn't a big fan of that in Ark, etc., where you had all the wires poking around everywhere, but the fact that you can do it like this and not just be stuck with the pieces and have the ropes going around like this, it looks more real and it looks better for me. I really love the fact that they've done it that way. But now we can go in here and we can create everything we need to and get rid of any of the other things. We can create iron ingots in here, steel mold, steel ingots, etc., etc., etc. We can start doing all of this now. We do need to go get meteorite ore to make... we do have some, but picked from boxes. But we need to go get some meteorite ore in the snow biome, which we have a lot of the cocoa stuff actually ready to build. But that's basically what you need exactly for crafting this and getting the electricity set up. You can, like, for instance, we can move this guy away, but I do like the fact that we're going to have multiple windmills. I am going to go downstairs real quick, go outside and stick the pillars in so it doesn't look like it's just hanging out of the area. And I'll show you quickly what it looks like outside. And what it looks like for the build itself. So... yeah, in the right place. We're gonna do that down there, and we just did it in 2, so it didn't, because there's no way to really have it going out. It can't go into the middle because it goes, the pillars will always go into the middle of the triangle pieces. But if we have a little look, if we're looking at the base, now it gives it a kind of little bit more of an elevation. I stuck one on top just for looks because, like, I tried to do it on the roof and have all the windmills on the roof and have it come through, but that's when I figured out that you had to attach the ropes and stuff to it. So for me, that actually turned out a lot better because I ended up having to build these little segments to come out. We will build a segment coming out this area where I'm going to be starting to build where we're going to put our mounts, etc., and have it in a nice little area rather than just them sitting up in the middle over there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the electrical things. We, excuse me. We do have a couple of more things that we need to do. Because we can actually, we don't have to use this anymore. So we can actually cancel all of this stuff. We can take all this out. We don't need to do this anymore. We can take all of these bits out. And we don't, this doesn't have to be used anymore. So we can actually take that craftsman, the Weaver Kiln guy, off of it. Because we can just make everything in the powered one now. It's just a lot better, a lot faster, a lot easier. And it's all in one place. We do have to build a grinder, but we need to start making steel molds. So I do need to go and start to get some of that steel stuff to go get this. So we do need steel ingots, iron ingots, and silica sand. We can make a load of silica sand right now because we have got the stuff for that. The steel ingots and all of this other extra stuff we can actually start crafting really soon. We can start crafting glass, etc., and stuff like that. We do have a lot of Fogfrog skin there, so I can craft some armor sets. For our guys to jump into if I didn't have the loss of all of those other dudes. Let me just actually show you real quick going into the mysterious stone tablet over here, because I did upload, I re-upload some guys after the fight because it was allowing me to do it. But we have got 2 archers in here that are now in here. They weren't in here earlier, so that's actually a really good thing. So we're going to remodel, and then we're going to remodel that one after this one's done. So we can get at least 2 of our 3 archers back. The third one's still not in there, so I don't know where it's gone. He was the 120 bow. It was actually one of the newer ones we got, and he was really, really good, and I'm kind of upset about that, but it is what it is. The combat isn't the strongest suit for me in this game, so the building is still doing really well, and I'm still really enjoying doing the building stuff. There are some things that are kind of screwy and messed up, but we will need to make another Fogfrog set to stick over here. But I kind of wanted to like take the sets off of the mannequins, kind of like an RP kind of thing, just not really something that I should do. But we do need to get the big ape killed next, because I want to use the Vajra armor set. Like, I want to use that one. I love the look of it, and soon we're going to have the transmogs and stuff with all the updates and stuff like that, so it would actually be pretty good. We do need to go and kill a Tempest Griffin. Now, we can do that pretty damn easily. I know we can do that really easily with the archers. I'm not sure if I'll do the RP on those episodes. Let me know down below if you actually want to see the RP ones of those episodes, because they don't seem to be doing very well. And I know some of you guys do really like it. So if it's something that you want, just let me know down below, and I'll just carry on with that and get that all sorted. But yeah, that's basically how you're going to be setting up the electrical stuff and setting up your windmills and getting all of the next stage. The final stage of building, where we now have our powered contraptions, and we're looking pretty snazzy in our pink frog set with our head, the helmet as well that we already unlocked. So basically that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. If you want to see anything else, let me know down below what you think I should go and do next. I want to do the full build for the area outside of here for putting the mounts in, and I want to extend downstairs. So I'm gonna have a look at what we can do in that. So I'll probably do a build video in the next video. Then after that, we'll go and do a ruin to get another mask. So I want to go get the wilderness, not the wilderness mask, the mask that makes the NPCs stronger. I do want to go and get that mask and get that one sorted out, because you do need to do a lot. And we'll do a video of going to get the mask, then we'll go and create it by going and grab the stuff that we need to create it, etc, etc. So we'll go and do that. It does take a little while. It'll probably be quite a long episode, but it should be pretty good and informative, so I hope you're going to enjoy that as well. I want to thank you all for watching. Remember to like and sub if you haven't already for all your survival gaming goodness. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the end.